thrills kept on coming these past few months of 2023 for Siouxland sports as we take our final look back at the biggest moments for Part 4 of our SportsZone 2023 Year in Review. When you think of fall sports, football is one of the first to come to mind, and Siouxland didn't disappoint in 2023. In Iowa, 4 teams punched their tickets to the Unidome as Woodbury Central, Central Line George Little Rock, and Bishop Heelan all ended as state runners-up in their respective classes. Admirable runs with an incredible 2-year turnaround from the Crusaders, rising above a winless record just 2 seasons ago.
I think we did a great job of getting Heelan back to winning. Got great guys coming back next year, years following. So I think this was a great team to turn the tide and get Heelan back to a winning team.
In South Dakota, 3 teams were state-bound. Dakota Valley made its second postseason trip, while Winnebago and Elk Point Jefferson rallied all the way to the Dakota Dome for shots at state titles. A runner-up finish followed for the Indians in the All-Nations A Championship, while the Huskies came up 1 place short of defending their Class 11B crown. But the tables soon turned in Nebraska, with 3 more teams making the journey to Memorial Stadium. Why not settle as runner-up in its first ever Class D2 state championship game, while Stanton rose above in a D1 state title slugfest. Baird Wilkie dominated with 6 touchdowns to cap an undefeated season and the Mustangs' first state crown in program history, playing for each other and for those in spirit.
We had a few community members pass away in the last year, and I know that they were with us today, making some plays for us, giving us the good luck, and I'm just so happy right now.
An encore followed in Class C2. Defending champion Norfolk Catholic returned to the championship stage looking for more hardware, and they do just that. The Knights flexed a ruthless defense and scored 41 unanswered points over Ord, extending their own state record to 12 titles and 11th under Jeff Beller, the winningest head coach in NSAA history. Back-to-back crowns and back-to-back undefeated seasons.
Really started in the summer of strength training and showing up for sessions and just being leaders, and you know, again, they just got a little better and a little better and a little better all the time, and ended up at the end a really good football team.
On the pitch, Vermilion Soccer saw the boys and girls programs ride the postseason waves into state. Meanwhile, the Crofton girls grabbed the 3rd place Class D podium spot in state cross country. To the hardwood, Dakota Valley Volleyball enjoyed a trip to Rapid City, while Nebraska churned out 5 state qualifiers to Lincoln. As for Iowa, Siouxland saw 5 teams state-bound to Coralville. Hinton and Western Christian made trips to title games, but it was the Wolfpack who stood tall in their first year of Class 3A play, grabbing early momentum towards a 3-1 win over Mount Vernon and 14th overall crown. Back-to-back titles in 2 separate classes to keep their powerhouse churning.
I thought I'd never forget number 13. That was such an epic, iconic win, and now number 14 is going to be just as special in my heart. A whole new group, young crew, intermixing new kids in, moving up to 3A. I'll never forget that. Another one for the record books.
Excitement continued for NAIA volleyball. Morningside made its first NAIA national tournament trip since 2019, but Northwestern stole the spotlight. The top-ranked squad powered through the season and into their first NAIA national title match in program history before falling in a 5-set thriller to Indiana Wesleyan. Nevertheless, it was a season to remember for the Red Raiders, who reached historic heights.
What a fun run. You know, the furthest that any Northwestern team has gone, and hopefully set the standard even higher, you know, for us as a program, that we can continue to be in these moments.
NAIA football wrapped up our year sporting the longest season of the fall, with Morningside, Dordt, and Northwestern keeping our attention throughout. Morningside made another NAIA postseason trip, while Dordt earned its first NAIA playoff home game and first playoff win. But the defending champions made the largest impact, with Red Raider quarterback Jalen Gramstad winning NAIA Player of the Year, along with a return to Durham for a rematch of the NAIA National Championship. Though the Red Raiders' hopes for a repeat ended in a 31-21 loss to Kaiser, the future remains bright for Northwestern, who herald 3 title game trips in 4 years.
Yeah, adversity doesn't faze these guys. You know, they're winners because of the way they do things, and I think that's so important. Every time you compete, there's a chance you're going to lose, but this group kept battling. They're champions because of who they are.